I've been in the health field for literally 20 years, as a professional for 15 years. In all the research, all the foods, all the alternative holistic technologies that I've been exposed to, it looks like we've narrowed it all down to the biggest culprit of inflammation, the biggest culprit of autoimmune disorders, the most destructive invention in the history of humankind. The common shoe. Recent scientific innovations have discovered that the rubber sole completely blocks all the free electrons that shield and nourish the entire earth. When you step outside barefoot, especially when you step onto stone, you are encompassed at the speed of light with free electrons that the earth just gives you all day, every day, all night, every night, forever. As soon as we put this on, it's gone. Totally gone. We are insulated. Recent scientific advances have discovered the following, and I know this because I was on the phone last night with 3 of the leading technologists in this field, that circadian rhythm problems, hormonal disorders, cortisol disorders, heart rate variability problems are all related to wearing shoes. That's right, meaning the arthritis, the inflammation, the herpes, the hepatitis, the autoimmune conditions are intimately related to wearing shoes. This may be the most destructive device ever created by humankind. Here's what you can do about it. We have a technology that is so basic and so simple and protects you from EMF fields better than anything ever discovered. And what it involves is taking this, removing it, getting rid of it, and using your own 2 bare feet to go walk outside with your cell phone and step on the ground so that you get shielded by the Earth's field itself. The Earth's EMF field, its electron shield, is so massive that it automatically dissipates the static field directly off of you from your cell phone, from your camera, from your iPod, from whatever it is, whatever device that you carry around, even your computer. You could be out there sitting on a stone with your computer. I do this all the time. And that shielding is no longer there. You don't have this rubber sole in between you and the earth. It's gone. All you have to do is touch the earth in any way. It could be your feet, it could be your hands, it could be your arm, it could be your back, it could be your head. You could do a headstand on the earth and you will still be shielded by the earth's natural electrons. This is the reason why it's so powerful to jump in the ocean, because it discharges off of you the static electrical field of the devices we have around us. Cordless phone, for example. What we may not know is not only is it frying us when we have it on, but it leaves a static field on us that must be dissipated by grounding. And what do I mean by grounding? That means touching the earth, actually walking out barefoot. You've heard it before. People walk around, they're ungrounded. People walk around and they're spaced out. Why? Because they're not actually on the earth, because they've got a rubber sole, pun intended, between them and the earth. We get rid of this. We go jump in the ocean. We lay on a beach. We go jump in a lake, and that static field comes right off of us, and we re-immerse ourselves into the most immense electron ocean ever, which is the Earth's own electron field. This discovery is so profound that the scientific research is indicating that all inflammatory conditions are related to wearing shoes. It's ridiculous, it's absurd, and it's true. All you got to do is take your shoes off, go for a walk in your own 2 bare feet, and you will discover the power of the barefoot connection. Now, let's say you live in a city. Let's say you're walking around on concrete. You don't know what kind of glass or who knows what kind of stuff has been thrown out the window. You don't want to go walking out barefoot in that kind of environment. What do you do there? You don't want to jump in a cab in New York City without your shoes, I can tell you that. You never know what's on the floor of that cab. I've seen some strange things there. Here's what you can do. You can get a technology that plugs into the ground wire of whatever building you're in. You'll notice that every plug usually has 3 prongs, and that third prong is what's called a grounding wire, and it's connected to a metal rod that's just stuck into the earth. And what that does, it pulls out the static charge in the building and dissipates it into the earth. That's one part of it. The other part of it is the grounding wire, and this was just recently discovered, is also bringing in free electrons up the wire right to your electronic device. So for example, if you could just hook a wire into just the ground of the plug, just that bottom plug, and touch it, you would actually not only disperse or dissipate your own EMF field that you've accumulated from walking on rugs, you know, where you get shocked, or having a cell phone up against your ear, or listening to an iPod or something like that, but you'll also get free electrons that come up the line and give you, literally gift you, free antioxidants. It's literally giving you free antioxidants. Those electrons or free antioxidants are so powerful at dissipating inflammation that effects can actually occur in minutes, and pain can suddenly be broken in just a few hours. I mean, chronic pain disorders. It's really astonishing. The cortisol fluctuations, the heart variability rate, the hormonal imbalances are all related to being disconnected from the earth by the rubber sole. The technology that you can actually get right in your own house, I have it right under my computer, I have it on my bed, actually has a little tiny bit of electrical wires in it, meaning metal in it. And that metal is attached to the plug that goes into the ground wire. So there's no current in it except for that ground wire current that has the electrons in it that comes naturally out of the earth. The exact same thing you get when you step out barefoot on stone or on your lawn or wherever you are when you're barefoot. This device looks like this. There's the mat, there's the plug, and there's the grounding wire. So what happens is, first of all, it's interesting. When you plug this thing in, if these lights both light up, then the building you're in is actually grounded. I've actually been in buildings where it wasn't actually grounded, which is extremely dangerous, meaning the electricity in that building is not grounded, and that's cause for an electrical fire. So that's great. This tells you if you're grounded or not. You plug that in. This is part of the ground wire. This has metal wires in it. And all I do is I just put my feet, or I can put my hands on there, I can put my computer right on top of here, and it pulls the field right off of you. It does not affect you. You can have 20 volts of electricity coming into your body, and as long as you're touching this, you feel nothing. That is profound, meaning that the EMF field of that phone or whatever it is, as long as you're grounded, dissipates right off you and causes you no harm. You could be at your computer, you could be on the phone, you'd have 20 volts of straight electricity running through you, and when you are grounded, when you're touching a ground wire or you're barefoot outside, that voltage is reduced to near zero. There's always going to be some electricity around you, but you won't feel it. You won't get actually shocked. And that is powerful information. This is the latest and greatest. So if you've worn those little necklaces that supposedly shield you from EMFs, if you've had the cell phone with the little stickers on them, I have all that stuff. This is vastly superior to all that, because what you are actually doing is plugging into the biggest electron generator there is, and the biggest static electricity sink that we know of, which is the earth itself. Isn't that amazing? This is the age we live in. The technology is changing by the day, and as a member of thebestdayever.com, you get to find out about it. And what I get to do is I get to get on the phones with these scientists, with people who are involved in the studies that are going on right now, and they told me you cannot actually reveal our data before we get this out into the peer-reviewed journals, but there's a certain few things that you can say, and those are the things that I just shared with you. So ground yourself out, get back on the earth, make the barefoot connection, and have the best day ever.